Okay, I forgot to tell you guys this. Oh my goodness. And I don't know what I just saw that triggered me to remember this, but okay, so yesterday when did some errands, grocery shopping, whatever, walking around with my son. Beautiful day yesterday. Today is kind of cloudy and a little bit chilly, but it's going to be like 70s from now on after today. That's what it says anyway in the weather report, but so last few days it was like 80 degrees, beautiful. So we went on a little walk yesterday and went and did okay. So and of course they're spraying. There was like five planes in the sky at one time. Oh, one. I mean, one. It's like it went over me and then like did a U-turn in the sky. Came back. Anyway, whatever. Ti stuff and just if you're empowered and you love God, you're probably a targeted individual. But um, so what they were spraying obviously it's like this metallic stuff, okay, and it made like this rainbow. I mean, it looked pretty, but I was taking pictures of the planes and chemtrails and stuff, so I took a picture. It looked like really wispy, like angelic feathery wings, and it was rainbow the way the light was shining on it and stuff. And that's another sign of how you can tell it's metallic nanoparticulate matter in the sky, is because you'll see um, it'll look rainbowy if just when the sun's shining on it just right. Um, so, and if I can figure out how to upload the pictures from my phone, I'll make a little slideshow and share it. I don't know if it came in that great because I didn't have my phone with me that takes really good, like I can zoom in and all that, but I can't figure out how to do it with this little phone, this other one that's actually active. The other one I just use for taking pictures. But okay, so first of all, it was the rainbow stuff, wispy, feathery, angel wing like rainbowy. Uh, I'll say non-clouds because it was from the chemtrails, but it was beautiful. But I was tracking everywhere I go. I usually if they're spraying all over the place and it's just it was 2:22 on the time of the clock when I said spraying all over the place. So, not the time on the clock. I mean the time lapse on the video or time stamp on the video, whatever. 2:22, spraying all over the place. um, so it was that first, and then I saw because I was looking up to see these planes there. It was just like crazy. Like I was only gone for not even 2 hours, probably. There's like a dozen planes in the sky making U-turns in the sky. And all it's just like three spraying at one time. In this tiny little town I live in, it's ridiculous. So anyway, the rainbow cloud. Okay, then I look up and it looks like all this sparkly stuff, but what it was a flock of birds, and it was kind of off in the distance, so I couldn't really tell. And then when they would shift, it looked like they disappeared. And then they would shift back another way and it looked all white and silvery, this flock of birds together, okay? I don't know what kind of birds they were, but they were white. And depending on which way they shifted in their flight, it would disappear. You wouldn't even see them. Okay, so the silvery white, okay, just that was just angelic and beautiful, just telling me like and it was right where a plane was passing and it was just saying that it's gonna be okay, God's in charge, okay, beauty is guiding this ship, okay, God is in charge. So that was the second thing, and then on the way home, right as I'm like coming up to my house, I look up to the sky to the left, something catches my attention. I think it's a plane, right? It's a white balloon. Okay, a single white balloon. Okay, and this was after seeing these birds, okay, and then the rainbow, whatever. So, and this was right as I'm getting to my house, like I'm a block from my house, okay? And that's very metaphysical. A single white balloon. I had the dream of the balloon. Meryl Streep said "Gaballon" for you who have seen that video. I'm not going to go into all of it again, but so and that was the day I bought those three new decks that I just shared in the WASP totem golden phoenix priestess. It was like 20 something minutes. Okay, so very metaphysical. And I'm getting balloon sinks now. Ever since I shared the dream, which the dream was actually like, I don't know, a month or two ago. I don't know how long ago it was, but at least over a month ago. But yeah, so, gosh, it could have even been, I don't know, time, but yeah, it seems like it was a while back. I don't know when I first shared that dream. It could have even been at the end of the year last year, but so okay, I just had to share those because it was that white balloon, that single white balloon, and just kept going higher and higher and higher, and it was just one balloon by itself, and it was white. So, this is putting God first. Your path, God, that's your contract, okay? You don't have to worry about the twin flame thing. God's taking care of everything, okay? God's in charge. We just need to have faith in that. No matter what we're going through, shifts, energy, portals, this and that, upgrades, downloads, we have to focus on faith. That's what's going to get us through these times, and get us through, picking up the pieces again when we fall on the floor and shatter. God's the one that comes in with the spiritual super glue and puts us all back together, and then like restored, okay? So we have to have that faith to allow God to come in and bring us that restorative energy that follows these purges and shadow, dark nights of the soul and whatever, okay? So just a message to keep the faith. God's watching, God's in charge. God always has you, okay? God's never going to leave you nor forsake you, never let you fall through the cracks through the fingers of God. Never, 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 okay? That is God's promise, and I know that, okay? So I love you all. God loves you all, okay? You need to love yourself the way God loves you. Unconditionally. All right, I love you guys. Peace and blessings.